Okay, hey turkeys, good morning. Welcome back to school. Got my music going. Let's do a little rise and shine this morning, shall we? There, okay. All right, here we go. Rise and shine. Ready? Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. We're so glad you're here.
A little bit louder.
Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. We're so glad you're here.
A little softer.
Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. We're so glad you're here. Whisper version. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and excuse me. And shine and welcome to school today. We're so glad you're here. Good morning. Oops, 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 oops. There, I did it. We did it. Almost messed that one up, but we fixed it. Good morning. Let's count our friends and see how many friends we have here today. Let's look around. Oh, look. What a surprise. What a surprise that I'm here by myself again today. I'm gonna use a yellow marker today because it's my favorite color. So let's look. We'll turn this around and we'll see that we have 0 friends here today. That's hard to see. 0 friends, which is less than 48. And I'm gonna make our 0 into a sunshine today because it is a nice warm day outside. And so I need to wish you well. I need to wish you well. And I'm thinking about all of you at home and all our teacher friends. And I'm missing you and I'm gonna wish you well. Here we go, ready? A 1 and a 2 and a Scooby-Dooby-Doo. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. All my friends at home and all our teacher friends and Climby the Spider, we wish you well. How are you guys doing? You guys having fun and staying sane? Bet you are. Today's a nice warm day and I gotta tell you, I would really like to go to the park today, but parks are still closed, so we're gonna go outside and we're gonna do something fun, but we need to make our commitment. So I'm gonna get my commitment stick. And today I'm gonna put my commitment into, let's look. We have big voice, helping hands, kind words, listening ears. Today I'm gonna do listening ears. I commit to using my listening ears today. Let's look at our morning message. And it says, water starts with W, which is my favorite letter, goes down, up. Can you even see it there? Down, up, water starts with W. What else starts with W? With starts with W. You know what else starts with W? Walter, the rhyming Viking, starts with W. And looky look. Walter, the rhyming Viking. Hello. Oh man. Hello, I am Walter, the rhyming
Viking, here to tell you about the letter W, which starts words like water and Walter. Walter, the rhyming Viking, says, what rhymes with water? Daughter and fodder and hotter. It's hotter outside. That kind of rhymes with water. It's hotter outside. Walter the rhyming Viking, back to you, Miss Alisha.
Thanks, Walter. Thanks for that update on words that rhyme with water. Hey, let's go outside. I have here water and a paintbrush. And watch this. We're gonna do something fun outside. Check this out. Here we go. Going outside, opening the door. Woo, it's warm. Warm starts with W. Watch this. So we've got our cup with water and our paintbrush, and look what I can do. I put it down on the sidewalk. Let's try, see if you can see. Point this thing down at the sidewalk. No, I can't. Watch this. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna make a W. Down, up, more water, down, up, and I can paint right on the sidewalk. And I kind of made a W on the sidewalk. And the sun is gonna dry out that water, and you can paint over and over. The sun is gonna evaporate that water so it'll disappear. Look, it's sort of melting. I'm gonna paint a heart. Because I love you. Dip, dip, dip. We'll paint a heart on the sidewalk. Is it working? There. Paint, paint, paint. You can paint all sorts of pictures with water on the sidewalk. You can do it all day, and you can paint it, and then it will evaporate. The sun will dry it out and make it disappear, and then you can do it again, and you can do it over and over. And it's so nice and warm outside that it doesn't even matter if you get a little wet, because you won't get cold and you'll dry right off. And it'll be fun. Send me pictures of the things that you draw with water, that you paint with water on your sidewalk. That'll be fun. I have a book. I have a book for you. Check it out. Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm gonna move this a little. Hello. There. Yeah, we did it. Painting with water on the sidewalk. That's fun. I love this book. I've read it to you before, but not on computer school, so we're gonna read it. This is The Story of Ferdinand by Monroe Leaf. Story of Ferdinand. Illustrated by Robert Lawson. Now, what's the illustrator? That's the person who draws the pictures, right? Move that a little so you can see the pages. Once upon a time in Spain, there was a little bull, and his name was Ferdinand. All the other little bulls he lived with would run and jump and butt their heads together. But not Ferdinand. He liked to sit just quietly and smell the flowers. He had a favorite spot out in the pasture under a cork tree. It was his favorite tree, and he would sit in its shade all day and smell the flowers. Sometimes his mother, who was a cow, would worry about him. She was afraid he would be lonesome all by himself. "Why don't you run and play with the other little bulls and skip and butt your head?" she would say. But Ferdinand would shake his head. "I like it better here where I can sit just quietly and smell the flowers." His mother saw that he was not lonesome, and because she was an understanding mother, even though she was a cow, she let him just sit there and be happy. As the years went by, Ferdinand grew and grew until he was very big and strong. All the other bulls who had grown up with him in the same pasture would fight each other all day. They would butt each other and stick each other with their horns. What they wanted most of all was to be picked to fight in the bullfights in Madrid, which is in Spain. But not Ferdinand. He still liked to sit just quietly under the cork tree and smell the flowers. One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, fastest, roughest bull to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. All the other bulls ran around snorting and butting, leaping and jumping, so the men would think they were very, very strong and fierce and pick them. Ferdinand knew that they wouldn't pick him, and he didn't care, so he went out to his favorite cork tree to sit down. He didn't look where he was sitting, and instead of sitting on the nice cool grass in the shade, he sat on a bumblebee. Well, if you were a bumblebee and a bull sat on you, what would you do? You would sting him. And that is just what this bee did to Ferdinand. Look at his face. He looks very surprised. Wow, did it hurt? Ferdinand jumped up with a snort. He ran around puffing and snorting, butting and pawing the ground as if he were crazy. The 5 men saw him and they all shouted with joy. Here was the largest and fiercest bull of all, just the one for the bullfights in Madrid. So they took him away for the bullfight day in a cart. What a day it was! Flags were flying, bands were playing, and all the lovely ladies had flowers in their hair. They had a parade into the bull ring. First came the banderillas with long, sharp pins with ribbons on them to stick in the bull and make him mad. That's not kind. Next came the picadores, who rode skinny horses, and they had long spears to stick in the bull and make him madder. That's not very kind either. Then came the matador, the proudest of all. He thought he was very handsome and bowed to the ladies. He had a red cape and a sword and was supposed to stick the bull last of all. Then came the bull, and you know who that was, don't you? They called him Ferdinand the Fierce, and all the banderillas were afraid of him, and the picadores were afraid of him, and the matador was scared stiff. Ferdinand ran to the middle of the ring, and everyone shouted and clapped because they thought he was going to fight fiercely and butt and snort and stick his horns around. But not Ferdinand. When he got to the middle of the ring, he saw the flowers in all the lovely ladies' hair, and he sat down quietly and smelled. He wouldn't fight and be fierce no matter what they did. He just sat and smelled. And the banderillas were mad, and the picadores were madder, and the matador was so mad he cried because he couldn't show off with his cape and sword. So they had to take Ferdinand home. And for all I know, he is sitting there still under his favorite cork tree, smelling the flowers just quietly. He is very happy. The end. I like that story. I like that even though they wanted him to fight, he wouldn't, because he doesn't care about fighting. He only cares about flowers and his mom. Let's have a moment of gratitude. Turn off the lights and we'll start. Find a spot where your hands and body won't touch anybody else. And take a deep breath, just like Ferdinand when he's smelling the flowers. am thankful for flowers. I am thankful for Quinn sent me a video who is in Miss Paula's class. Quinn, she lost a tooth. That's exciting. I'm thankful that Quinn lost a tooth. I'm thankful that you're all growing so big and strong that you're getting your permanent teeth. We talked about that before. Remember when you get a little bigger, your teeth get loose and wiggly, and then they come out and they're replaced with your permanent teeth? Thankful that your body's doing what it's supposed to do and growing big and strong and getting your big teeth. I'm thankful that you're remembering to brush your teeth every day in the morning and at night so that you keep your permanent teeth healthy and strong. Thankful that you're washing your hands and wearing your masks when you go out to the store or whatever so that you can stay healthy. I'm thankful that I got to see some of you on the computer the other day, and I got to see the stuff that you've been making, your Legos, and I got to see your puppies, some of your special toys. Today is George's birthday. Happy birthday to George. George turns 5 years old today. Happy birthday, George. I hope you're having a good birthday and that you get to eat cake. Deep breath in. I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful for the internet so that we can have computer school. Let's see. I wanted to show you Spain over here because we were talking about the bullfights in Madrid, and Spain is right here. This is Spain. There's Madrid. We're in Boise, Idaho over here, and you would have to go all the way to Spain. Very far. Very far. That's where Spain is. Let's sing goodbye. Ready? 1 and 2 and Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Goodbye, everybody. Toodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo. Goodbye, everybody. Toodaloo. We'll see you all next time on the computer school. Love you. Rock and roll.